Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Daz Reacts, and today I have a Dave Chappelle reaction video for you. And so, Dave Chappelle is another one for me, like Cat Williams. I've seen him in movies, and I know that he's a very funny person from what I've seen in movies, but I've not actually watched any of his stand-up comedy. And for me, it was the same with Cat Williams. I'd not seen any of his stand-up comedy, and I absolutely love watching his stand-up now. I've reacted to like 4 or 5 videos of him on the channel, and I really love watching Cat Williams now. And I'm hoping that Dave Chappelle is another one, because I'm always looking for new comedians to react to. And when I find a comedian that I like, that I stick to them. I do. I've done so many Lee Evans and Joe Coy and George Carlin and Cat Williams and Dave Allen and all the. If I find a comedian that I really like, I will stick with them. And I'm hoping that is the same now with Dave Chappelle. That what was the most recent? The most recent thing I see him in, I think, was A Star Is Born. I'm sure he was in that. But yeah, but it doesn't matter about that. This one, he completely destroys transgenders, and obviously this is a big topic at the moment, that worldwide, I should imagine, that with transgenders and how many genders are there, and should it be just male or female, and there's a lot of different arguments. And I watch a lot, especially like Piers Morgan and things like that. I watch him like try and destroy a lot of people on it, and I see people fighting back on it. In terms of the topic, I'm one of these that, as mean as it's, I don't care. That you can be what you want. If you wanna, if there's 100 genders out there and you wanna refer to yourself as whatever gender that is, that's fine. Do that. Be that. Just don't try and force it on me. Don't try and force it on my kids and things like that. That's my only issue with it. But I believe that you should have the freedom to be able to do whatever you want. I also believe that you shouldn't have to force all of it on me. But I always love to see how other people react to it. I love to see how people, especially, like I say, especially Piers Morgan, because I watched one a couple of weeks ago where he had a couple of guests on his channel, and that, like, he said to someone that, like, so if I wanted to, I could refer to myself as a black lesbian, like, and there was a black woman on there, and she just lost the plot. She lost her shit, and that was quite funny. I enjoyed that one. But there's quite a few of them that I've seen, like, he'll eat steak in front of a vegetarian and things like that, which I find quite funny, to be fair. And I'm hoping I find Dave Chappelle quite funny as well. So let's get into this.
It's been said in the press that I was invited to speak to the transgender employees at Netflix, and I refuse. That is not true. If they had invited me, I would have accepted it, although I am confused about what we are speaking about. I said what I said, and boy, I heard what you said. My God, how could I not? You said you want a safe working environment at Netflix. Well, it seems like I'm the only one that can't go to the office anymore. I want everyone in this audience to know that even though the media frames this, that it's me versus that community, that is not what it is. Do not blame the LGBTQ community for any of this shit. This has nothing to do with them. It's about corporate interests and what I can say and what I cannot say. For the record, and I need you to know this, everyone I know from that community has been nothing but loving and supporting. So I don't know what all this nonsense is about. In summer 2020, when the whole world shut down, I was outside doing shows. My neighbor had a cornfield, and he let me throw shows there, and people came from all over the country. Some people came from around the world to see those shows. The best comedians on earth came to my home and broke bread with me. And we lived our lives. We found a way to keep moving forward.
Well, we was in lockdown. Like, he was going around doing shows, and like the biggest comedians and celebrities, like the funniest people, would come into his house and breaking bread. We was in lockdown. He was not supposed to have people around.
I made a whole documentary about it. The first night of those shows was a piece that some of you might have seen. It was called 846, and it dealt with the murder of George Floyd. This film that I made was invited to every film festival in the United States, and some of those invitations I accepted. And when this controversy came out about the closer, they began disinviting me from these film festivals. And now, today, not a film company, not a movie studio, not a film festival, nobody will touch this film. Thank God for Ted Sarandos at Netflix. He's the only one that didn't cancel me yet. To the transgender community, I am more than willing to give you an audience, but you will not summon me. I am not bending to anybody's demands. And if you want to meet with me, I'd be more than willing to, but I have some conditions. First of all, you cannot come if you have not watched my special from beginning to end. You must come to a place of my choosing and a time of my choosing. And thirdly, you must admit that Hannah Gadsby is not funny. I desperately want people to see this movie, but I understand why investors would be nervous. Since nobody will touch it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will make it available for all of you in 10 American cities, going on sale in the next few days. You will be able to see this movie in its entirety, and you can see what they're trying to obstruct you from seeing. And you can judge for yourself, but you cannot have this conversation and exclude my voice from it. That is only fair. You have to answer the question, am I canceled or not? Then let's go. Thank you very much and good night.
The title is misleading from this video because the title is Dave Chappelle completely destroys transgenders, which he doesn't. That it's corporate America that he's kind of like going against it. It's not so much transgenders, but I don't know the full story with Dave Chappelle and what happened, and if and why he got cancelled, and like the reasons why he got cancelled, if it was against comments that he made towards transgenders or whatever. But yeah, I don't know why. But this didn't come across. This come across more as a statement as opposed to like a comedy show. It come across that like, you're not going to keep me down. That he's been doing this for so long. He's been doing this for years, isn't he? That like, that's the thing, that he's always going to have places to turn to. But I don't know. Like I said, I've seen him in movies and things like that, but he didn't seem himself in this. That like being cancelled and like having to go down that road and everything, it's going to take a toll on you, like no matter what. But yeah, I do want to watch some Dave Chappelle like stand-up comedy when he is making jokes and things like that. But yeah, the title in this is completely misleading, and like I expected something different. But it's Dave Chappelle. It's a reaction video to Dave Chappelle, and I will look for more. I will do more. Maybe look for some of his earlier stand-up comedy stuff that I imagine is going to be like, he doesn't really give a crap. He'll say what he wants to say and things like that, which is good because it makes for the best comedy. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this one. That if you did, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And if there's any other certain Dave Chappelle stand-up comedy videos that you want me to react to, let me know in the comments down below and I will get round to doing it. But until next time, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Have a nice day. Stay safe, be kind, and I'll see you in the next one.